Hey everybody, good morning, good morning, good morning. It is Coach Renee, and I just wanted to pop in with a quick livey video. Listen, I woke up this morning and I just wanted to come in and talk about some things that I was thinking about. So I woke up this morning and I thought about how I've been doing these videos, and now I am experimenting with the lives. And then I think about how long it's been since I really desired to do videos. And it was something that I truly wanted to do. It's been in my heart for a while. But this morning, it just reminded me how important it is for us to stay true to ourselves at all times. Because when we don't stay true to ourselves, it hinders us. It hinders our growth. It hinders our life. It hinders our blessings. It hinders our desire to move forward. And so I just wanted to stop in and share some things that was holding me back. And hopefully you would take heed to what I'm about to tell you, because sometimes we feel unstuck, we feel a little bit stuck and like we can't move forward. I'm going to tell you three things that has been holding me back, right? I'm going to tell you three things that was holding me back, and then I'm going to tell you how I was able to move forward, right? So three things that has been holding me back, and that is fear, perfection, and inconsistency. Those three things were holding me back. Let me tell you, I had so much fear to it just wasn't funny, because when you don't know what you're doing, and you're not familiar with the territory you want to go into, and you get so afraid you don't even do your research. You just letting that fear just leave you stuck. And for a long time, I was letting fear of failure, fear of, not being accepted. It was just so many fears. I'm not going to even start naming them, but it was so many fears that I was experiencing. And instead of me dealing with that fear, confronting that fear, moving past that fear for years, I decided to do videos and I wouldn't do it. So let me tell you, I went to my therapist the other day. Yes, I go sit on the couch every 2 weeks. Absolutely. Proud. I go sit on the couch every 2 weeks. And we were talking about one thing we were talking about is like, hey, I'm ready to move into my next phase of life. And I remember when I was dealing with my fears and everything, and I like to tell people that, do it afraid, do it afraid. And my doctor, Dr. Barron, she sent me this thing. She was like, fear has two meanings. Fear has one meaning is forget everything and run, and another meaning is face everything and rise. And when she mentioned the one about face everything and rise, it just like, yeah, like it really spoke volumes to me, because it felt like it empowered me, right? And so that's what I want to tell you today, because I'm doing it. For the last 3 months, I've been doing it, and doing it. And I am so proud of myself. And I'm getting good feedback from the videos and stuff. But you know what? I got to a point, even if I was not getting good feedback, I was just determined to get past my fear and do the things that God has called me to do. And so now I'm just glad I have a new meaning to it. Face everything and rise. And so that's what I'm doing. So I want you to do the same thing. I want you to face your fear. Face your fear. And when you face your fear, I want you to rise above it. That's what I want. I want you to rise above it so that you can be like me. Whatever it is that's been holding you back, that has been stopping your growth, that has been, speaking negativity into your mind and stopping you from moving forward. I want you to face everything and rise. Thank you, Dr. Barron, for that. I love that. And so another issue that I was dealing with, I've been dealing with this issue for so long. I had this thing of perfection, right? Everything had to be perfect. I had to be centered in the middle of the camera. I had to talk a certain way. My hair had to be a certain way. It was just so many stipulations I was putting on myself. And if it was not perfect, then I would not do it. Right? It's crazy. But I had to learn the difference between striving for excellence and striving for perfection. Because let me tell you something. I don't care what you do, what you say, none of that, none of that, none of that, none of that. I don't care what you do, what you say. Not everything is going to be perfect. And even when you think it's perfect in the eyes of someone else, they can look at that and say, "Oh my God, child, you need to get some more work done with that. That ain't it." So I'm just telling you that it's okay to strive for excellence, because we serve an excellent God, and He put some great things in us, and He gave us, the ability to make sure that we put ourselves on front lines so somebody can look and say, "Hey, I like what I see." So it's nothing wrong with striving for excellence. It's not absolutely nothing wrong with wanting things to come out right, to be right, to look right, to sound right. There's absolutely nothing wrong with that. And by all means, I encourage you to strive for excellence. But there's a difference that I had to learn between perfection and excellence. So now I understand. I don't care what you say. I don't care what I do. I don't care about anything. Not everything is going to come out exactly the way you want it to come out, and where you can look at it and you feel like it's perfect. Right? So I just think to myself sometimes, like, God, how we just love standing in our way. But that's okay. We're moving past that. But this one last thing I want to share with you that has always been a struggle with me, and that is consistency, right? When you have a creative mind, when you're always, you have a million ideas, sometimes you have this thing where you start and stop, start and stop. You start this thing, and before you finish it, you move to this thing. And before you finish it, you move to that thing. And before you finish it, you move to the next thing. And see what happens with that is, one, people don't like to stick around because they're gonna say, "Try, she just in it for a minute. She gonna stop in a minute. Don't even worry. Don't even get excited. She not gonna complete that." And then you have an even bigger problem because you have all these great projects started and nothing completed. And so I had to get to a point where I had to sit myself down, and this is how I have been able to overcome. I set myself goals. I create myself a schedule. And each time that I complete a goal, I reward myself. And let me tell you, when you start something and you give yourself a timeline and you complete it, the feeling is amazing. And so what I started doing, I would say, okay, start this, finish this, and then I would find something to reward myself with. Even if it was a pat on the back, even if it was me encouraging myself, whatever it is, I just wanted to get in the habit of starting and completing something. And so that's what I wanted to stop in and share with you all. This is how you can get past the fear, the perfection, and the inconsistencies if you just apply those things. Because let me tell you, when I applied it, I'm just watching myself. And sometimes I go back and I watch my videos and I just be like, wow, Renee, even though it hasn't been long, it's been 3 months, but I post when I say I'm going to post. I'm even getting to the point where I set myself aside some time where I can record and stuff. Let me tell you, it's a beautiful thing. But I want you to know that you don't have to stay stuck. If you go and if you have any fears, I want you to face those fears and rise. If you're struggling with this thing called perfection, I want you to understand the difference between striving for excellence and striving for perfection, and know the difference. And I want you to give yourself a permission to strive for excellence and leave perfection to God, perfectionism to God. And then I want you to stay consistent in the things that you have started. Give yourself permission to stay consistent in the goals that you have set for yourself. I mean, you deserve to go all the way to the finish line. And so that's what I wanted to come in and talk about on this live. Thank you all so much. Again, it is early morning, but hey, I'm getting to the place that when something is in my spirit, because sometimes we hold on to things, and the longer we hold on to them, it's more likely to not get it done. And so, although I would have wanted to chop up this video and make it presented a little bit better, this is what I'm talking about when understanding everything don't have to be perfect. Just put it out there. Trust me, you may not catch everybody, but you will catch somebody. And so I am just so happy that I've gotten to a place that I'm giving myself permission to move forward, come the noise, to move forward, to get things done. See, and I mean, I'm so glad that came by, because let me tell you, I could have been doing a video once upon a time. I could have been in the middle of a video. I could have put in an hour in that video, but because there is sound, I'm telling you, I would have stopped it. I would have started all the way over again. And I'm just like, girl, it's okay. Okay, they're going to hear a few seconds of noise. Let them hear that noise and keep focused. Keep doing what you're doing. So I'm so glad that thing just came by. But it just goes to show me how far I have come. God, sometimes I just think about how we so hard on ourselves, and how we just stop ourselves from living our best lives, and how we stop ourselves from growing, how we stop ourselves from reaching the goals that we set for ourselves, because all the little things that come to interrupt and distract us. Girl, let me tell you, I am so proud of me. And even though I may look back at this live and I'll be like, nah, I should have said this. That's okay. I'm doing the live and it's staying up, and I'm going to make it public. Okay. But I am so happy. Listen, Fierce Butterflies. Thank you all for always tuning in. Let me tell you, the channel is growing. The watch time minutes on this channel is past 6,000. And let me tell you, I know people that have thousands of subscribers but have not reached that time because people are not watching the videos. And that is not to shade anybody. That's just to appreciate how I'm so grateful that even to the point where I would have said, I don't have enough subscribers. I'm not going to do this. Nobody is paying attention. Let me tell, oh my God, y'all just don't know. Y'all just don't know. But you know what else you don't know? I'm not the only one. I'm not the only one that feels this way. I'm not the only one that has dealt with this. I'm not the only one that is saying, God, when am I going to get it? Right? So I'm here to just let you know you're okay. You're okay. Just let go, let God. strengthen you and empower you, and trust the process. Just trust that there is always room for growth. Just trust that no matter what it is you do, you're going to always want to do better. And there's nothing wrong with that. But don't stop yourself because you have not reached that level of where you're going. In order to reach that level, you're going to have to start, and then you're going to have to keep moving. So that's it. Thank you all so much for tuning in. I truly appreciate the Fierce Butterflies. I do. And I just want to say continue to share the channel, continue to watch the videos, continue to share the videos, because we are striving to grow the community. Again, not just to say, hey, I got this amount of subscribers and I got this amount of watch time, but because I know without a doubt that what I'm giving you is going to help you. What I'm giving you is going to make somebody who's watching smile and say, God, I just thought this was only me. And that's why I like to stay practical. I like to stay down to earth. That's the only way I know how to be, because again, I don't want us walking around with masks. I don't want us to be pretending that we live in our best lives. Listen, living your best life have nothing to do with what you drive, where you live, where you go. It has nothing to do with that. But it has everything to do with being free to be who you are. And so that's what it's all about over here in the Fierce Butterfly Nation. I love y'all. Pretty soon I'm going to start going live, but I think I'm going to go live at night. Well, I'm going to start going live at night, because I just think everybody is, working right now, and then they off from work and whatever. But I'm working out the time. But Sister Girl gonna be going live, and I want to make sure you subscribe and click that notification bell, so when I go live, y'all will know it, and y'all can come on and jump in the chat, so we all can get to know one another a little bit better. So that's all I have for you, because other than that, y'all know I get to rambling and talking, then I end up on a whole nother subject. So I just wanted to come in and do an imperfect live and understand that all of it may not be what I want it to be, but if you listen closely, you'll find something in there for you. Okay, so I love y'all. Thank y'all for watching. That's it. I'm gone. Your girl is gone, and I can't believe this is finna go live. Oh my God, girl, look at God. Look at me.